we got Moechella in Greenbelt.
On Saturday, September 26th, in the parking lot behind Beltway Plaza, Greenbelt residents gathered for an event known as Moechella. It consisted of live go-go music, a DC staple, as well as speeches from local representatives. LaWann Stribling, the event's organizer, explained her motivations behind the event.
Well, I have been pondering it for a while now because I wanted to do something for Franklin Park community that they wouldn't have to spend so much money out their pockets to enjoy. So I also want to reach the youth in Greenbelt. So I figured if we brought a band out that, caters to that type of lifestyle that they're living, the beat that they hear, the bounce beat, then they will come out their houses to understand or see what's going on, to get them interested in the register to vote and let them know that their local elections matter so much more than the national elections. And what we can do here on a local level to make change for Greenbelt.
Voting was a major theme at the event.
I'm in charge of the questionnaires to ask people if they're registered to vote. And so we have a number of different things that people can sign up for. We're actually coming up on pretty soon, in a couple of weeks, on the deadline for folks to register to vote. You can actually just go online. In fact, they prefer that you do. And then just register for absentee voting. And then they'll send you a form, and you can just go and you can either you can early bird vote, or they'll send you a ballot, and they'll have a ballot box actually over at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. We have obviously a really big election coming up on November 3rd, 2020. Get there, vote, change the world.
But voting wasn't the only cause being championed. PG County Tenants Defense gathered for a meeting to discuss empowering tenants in the midst of the pandemic.
Here we had our PG County Tenants Defense meeting today, live on site at Moechella. We are doing voter registration here and Census signing up, and we're also out here passing out PG County quick facts about your rights here as a tenant and what the law says, especially regarding coronavirus. We are also passing out CDC rent affidavits that lets the courts know and your landlord know and property management know that it is illegal to evict your tenants if they cannot pay rent due to losing their job, coronavirus, caring for their children or other adults. So we're trying to get that word out. We're trying to let them know that they have support here and that we are working to stop the illegal evictions by showing the legal law and also showing our people power. And this was just a way where we can get out into our community so they can get notice of who PG County Tenant Defense is and the work that we're trying to do.
Many other topics were also discussed at the event.
For every one person who fills out their census, we get $18,000 for 10 years for one person. That's resources that we can bring back here to Greenbelt. That means that we're able to fix our roads and fix our schools and fix our community with every dollar that we're able to get from the federal government.
I'm honored enough to serve as co-chair of the Prince George's County Police Reform Work Group. And we're going to change the way we do policing in this county.
Police officers, we are not out here to bash you, but please make sure you are building bridges with the community and truly protecting and serving. For those who don't know, they are here and pay with your tax dollars, so they are here to protect and serve us. They are public servants, so please make sure that you stand with us as well. Set a good example for other police departments around the country.
We've been talking about the other pandemic, which is systemic racism, racial injustice here in America. I'm also proposing a racial equity framework for the city so that not another decision gets made in this city without considering in a formal way how it impacts historically underrepresented groups.
We, the undersigned, hereby request that the Greenbelt City Council initiate a referendum at the November 2021 City Council election that would require the city to use state open space funding and other funds as may be needed to acquire land and materials for the creation of a Greenbelt West Park and recreation area. I encourage everyone to sign the petition. Let your city council members know that you deserve better than you've got over the last 80 years.
Important for us to come together no matter what part of Greenbelt we live in. We are in a pandemic that is affecting everybody. And what better way to have some type of action is to come together at something like this. And Traditionally, African Americans, we come through music, we come through community and giving, so this was the perfect way for me to spend my Saturday.
We also coming straight out of the city, and what we like to talk about a lot is statehood. We definitely need statehood for DC, so I need you all to support us on that. Please check out a new campaign that we've joined, 30 black and brown-led organizations pushing for racial equity and fighting social injustice. So please check out the Just Democracy campaign. We're looking to eliminate the filibuster, and we're looking to get statehood for DC, make DC the 51st state.
The event was initially supposed to be held in Franklin Park, but a change had to be made at the very last minute.
I had wording on the flyer that was not in agreement with the management company when I spoke about no rent increases and to stop evictions. So they weren't happy with that. And literally, like 3 p.m. yesterday, they told us we could not use their location. So I was very thankful that Lieutenant Gulledge and Chief Bowers found this spot for us right here so that we wouldn't have to change like the date and everything, because I was like, we're not going to do that. It's going to go on. The show's going to go on. I'm just going to get in good trouble then because I'm going to go right over there. That makes no sense to me, right? So it's not really about the management companies. It's about the community, and that's what we have to focus on, the people in the community, not people who have the money in their pockets.
Because we were talking about some stuff, Ms. Stribling, that they didn't want to hear talked about, so let's talk about it. We are not evicting people in a COVID-19 pandemic. That is not going to be happening. You are not raising rent in a COVID-19 pandemic. That is not happening. And you are not going to be charging people late fees in a COVID-19 pandemic.
Even with all of the various themes, the event felt cohesive. It emphasized the need for unity, even in the face of isolation. It was about the need for change and what we can do to combat injustice. But it also addressed the need for some good old community fun.